So we're going to start sitting in the chair nice and comfortably. Hands placed loosely on the thighs and leaning back on the back of the chair and closing the eyes. So we're going to start to take nice, long, slow breaths through the nose. So we're going to take a nice deep inhalation through the nose and then exhaling through the nose. Trying to equalize the length of the inhalation and exhalation. So doing 4 more nice deep breaths. As we allow the mind and the body to slow down. And last breath. Slowly opening the eyes. Sitting up. First thing we're going to do is to take the chin down to the chest. So taking the chin down, leaning the head forwards and feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Nice deep breath. And taking the chin up towards the ceiling. Nice deep breath. Back down to the chest. And then sweeping the chin to the right shoulder. Sweeping back across the chest and over to the left shoulder. And 2 more, so over to the right. And left. Last time to the right. And left. And back to centre. The shoulder rolls. So bringing the shoulders up to the ears and rolling the shoulders backwards. We'll do 3 more. So really using the whole of the joint. 1, 2, and 3. Extending the hands out in front, really stretching out those fingers. I'm going to curl the fingers into a nice tight fist. And then slowly opening back out. 3 more times, so curling the fingers. And opening. Curling in. And opening out. Last time, curling in. And opening out. Making a loose fist for wrist circles, so circling both of those wrists all the way around, 4 times in each direction, so 4 and back, 1, 2, 3 and 4, shaking out the hands. So extending the arms out long, backs of the hands to the back of the room, palms to the front, relaxing the shoulders. Nice big chest stretch. Then we're going to go in for a big hug. So bringing the right arm on top of the left, taking hold of the tops of the arms or the shoulders. Pulling gently on the shoulders, feeling that stretch in the upper back. Sitting up nice and long, nice tall spine, and then turning the body and head towards the right. And all the way around to the left. 2 more. So to the right and left. Last time to the right and left. And back to centre, extending the arms out long again, leaning on the back of the chair, taking the arms slightly further back for that stretch. And we're just going to pulse, gently pulse the hands 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this time coming back into the hug with the left arm on top this time. So taking hold of the arms or the shoulders again, feeling that stretch in the upper back, sitting up nice and tall and repeating those twists. So over to the right and left. Nice and gently, feeling the twist in that torso and left. And last time to the right. And last time to the left. And releasing the arms. Taking the arms down to the side of the chair. So keeping the right hand on the side of the chair, we're going to go into the side bend. So taking that left arm up towards the ceiling and then over towards the right hand side. Taking a nice deep breath and feeling the stretch in the left hand side of the body. Over to the left. So placing that left hand on the chair, bringing the right arm up and over. Nice big stretch, deep breath. And back down. So we're going to repeat that. This time we're going to raise the bottom as well. So extending the left arm up and over and raising that left cheek up off the chair and just extending that stretch a little bit further and down. And then go over to the left. So raising the right hand up and over and raising that right cheek slightly off the chair and extending that stretch and back down. So shuffling up to the front of that chair and placing the feet nice and firmly on the floor, nicely grounded. Taking the arms out in front, extending, interlacing the fingers. Imagining you've got a big spoon because we're going to stir the pot. The spoon going between those fingers. And we're going to form a big circle. So taking the arms and the body in a big circle as we stir that pot 4 times in each direction. So 2 and round for 3 and last time back to center and then 4 more in the other direction. So 1, 2, really using that core muscles, 3 and 4 and back to center. Sitting back in that chair again, I'm going to go down onto our legs. So we're going to lean back and we're going to raise both legs up for 4 ankle circles. So we're going to take both of those legs, or feet, round 4 times in each direction. 3 and 4. And then back in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Placing the feet down again, moving back to the front of the seat. We're going to raise that right leg up and flex that foot and down. Left leg raise, flex that foot and down. We're going to introduce the hands. So to raise the right leg, flex, raising that left arm and down. Raise the right arm, left foot, flexing the foot and down. So 2 more. Right leg, left arm and down. Left leg, right arm and down. Right leg, left arm, flex and up and down. And last time, left leg, right arm and down. So now we're going to do a sun salutation. So sitting in the chair, nice tall spine, hands on the thigh to start off with. I'm going to sweep our arms up. So as we inhale, hands are going to come up towards the ceiling, as far as you're capable of taking the arms, depending on the flexibility in those shoulders, either up towards the ceiling or maybe touching the hands and looking up at the hands. We're going to then take the elbows out into our cactus arms. So elbows in line with the shoulders, pulling the elbows back slightly for that chest stretch. Relax the shoulders. Take the hands onto the knees. Leaning forwards with a nice straight back. So keeping the back nice and straight as we lean, taking the torso down to the thighs. We're going to come up halfway. So keeping the back nice and straight, pushing into the hands till we've got nice straight arms. So straight arms, straight back. And then lowering the torso back down onto the thighs into that forward fold. Sliding the hands down the legs towards the floor. So depending how far your hands can come down. We're going to raise that right arm up to the side, following the hand with our eyes. So we're getting into a twist and coming back down. Raising the left arm to the left, following it with the eyes, into that twist and back down. Then we're going to sweep the arms out to the sides as we bring the body up, back up to that seated position. Hands go back up to the top, maybe looking at the hands, and then back to heart centre. So we're going to repeat that. So inhaling the hands up, maybe touching at the top, looking up, and then into those cactus arms on the exhalation. Pulling the shoulders gently back. Hands down onto the legs as we fold over. So exhaling into that forward fold, torso comes down to the thighs. Inhaling up halfway, so pushing into the hands, straight arms, straight back. Exhale back down into that forward fold and taking the hands down towards the floor. Inhaling that right arm up as we twist to the right. And exhaling down. Inhaling the left hand up as we follow it with our eyes. And down. And inhaling all the way up to the ceiling. Hands up, looking towards the sky. And then hands back to heart centre. And rest. As we move on to our blast off exercise. So in this exercise, we're just going to simply stand up and sit down. So we're using these thigh muscles, our muscles of independence, to make sure that we maintain our mobility. So we're going to stand up, straight, and then sit back down. Remembering you can use your hands to push the chair to get up out of the chair. And two. So we're going to try for 10. So 3, and down. Up for 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7, and down. And this is where the glass stuff comes off. We give a countdown for 3, and down. And 2, and down. And last one, we've got blast off. So taking the hands up and sitting down. So really using those every day really maintains our mobility. So we're going to some standing exercises now. So round to the back of the chair. I'll just turn the chair around. So taking hold of the back of the chair with both hands. We're going to do some calf exercises. So as we inhale, we're going to roll up onto the balls of the feet. And as we exhale, we're going to go onto the heels. So with the breath, 3 more. So inhaling up onto the balls of the feet. And exhale onto the heels. 3, up. And back. And last one, inhaling up. And exhaling onto the heels. And placing your feet flat on the mat floor. Then moving the chair or walking back, your choice. We're going to walk the feet back, keeping the hands firmly on the chair. A gentle flex to the knees. We're going to go into a downward facing dog. So nice stretch for the whole body. So as we bend over with a nice straight back, so making sure you're folding from the hips rather than waist, so get that nice long back. Bringing the head down in between the arms, trying to stretch those shoulders and the side body. Taking nice deep breaths and feeling that stretch. And then walking the feet back into the chair as we come into our balance. So we're doing a tree variation. So keeping hold of the back of the chair. Placing the ball of the right foot on the floor and the heel of the right foot onto the side of the left leg. So keep that nice long tall body, crown the head up towards the ceiling. Finding a point just in front of the chair on the floor. So keeping your gaze on that to help with the balance. We're going to start by raising the right hand up off the chair. If that's comfortable, raising the left hand up off the chair. Remembering that the back of the chair is there to help you with your balance if you're feeling unsteady. What we're aiming to do is to fetch the hands together into prayer heart centre. Keeping our gaze on that point on the floor to help with the balance and taking nice, deep, slow breaths. I'm going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Release the foot as we go on to the other side. So this time the ball of the left foot on the floor, the heel on the right leg. Finding that point of gaze just to help with the balance again. Maybe raising the right arm, maybe the left. Don't forget the back of the chair if needed. Or taking the hands into heart centre in prayer, keeping the gaze in front of that chair on the floor, breathing slowly and holding for 3, 2, 1 and then releasing. Shaking those legs, so really working on the strengthening in the legs and also helping with balance, but just for everyday mobility. As we go back down into our seated position, I'm just going to do some leg exercises. So we're going to start by going into our figure of 4 legs. So sitting on the edge of the front of the chair, raising that right foot and placing it on that left thigh. If that's not accessible to you, have either a big book or a little stool in front of the leg and placing that right leg on top of the stool or the book. So we're getting that same angle with the legs, so we're getting that rotation of the hip. Whichever position you're in, we're going to take hold of the knee, maybe the ankle as well, and we're going to lean forward. So with that straight back, so we're folding from the hips again, so keeping the back nice and long as we lean over. Feeling a stretch, a gentle stretch in that right hip. Taking those nice deep breaths. And then coming back up to seated. Taking the right hand to the chair, left hand onto that knee. Nice tall spine, so nice long spine, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. As we turn to look towards that right shoulder, making sure that we don't over twist the neck. So keep the neck pretty neutral. It's the torso that's turning towards that right shoulder. So taking a nice deep breath. And then back to centre. Taking hold of the knee, so raising the knee up off the mat so it's suspended, holding onto the knee with the hands. That nice tall spine again. And then what we're going to do is going to try and keep that knee in that same position but taking our hands away. So we're holding the knees up with our muscles. Slowly we're going to extend that leg out long and straight in front. And then slowly lower that leg down to the floor. And release. Nice strong exercise for the thighs again. Onto the other side, so making that figure of 4 legs. Either on the thigh or on a support in front of the leg. Taking hold of the knee, maybe the shin. as we lean forwards with that nice long straight back. So we're not arching the back, we're keeping a nice long lower back. So stretching the back muscles and also feeling that stretch in that hip. So taking those nice deep breaths. Remembering if there's any discomfort whatsoever in the hip region, back off. We don't want to feel any pain, just a nice stretch. Taking those nice deep breaths. Back up to seated. Placing the left hand on the chair, right hand onto that knee. As we lengthen that spine, crown and head up towards the ceiling and turn to look towards that left shoulder. Again, being careful not to over twist the neck, taking those nice deep breaths. And then back to centre. Raising the knee up off the ground again, interlacing the fingers around the knee and holding that knee up. Nice tall spine. Releasing the hands but keeping the knee as high as you can off the floor, and then slowly extending that leg out straight and lowering the foot down to the floor. And there we are, we've finished those exercises, so we're just going to finish with a nice relaxation. So slide into the back of the seat and lean the chair back. Bringing the hands nice and loosely onto the lap, onto the thighs, palms facing up towards the ceiling, and closing the eyes. So what we're aiming to do here is to relax every single muscle. So we're going to take one final breath together in through the nose, holding the breath briefly at the top, and then releasing the breath slowly through an open mouth in a nice big sigh. So breathing in through the nose and holding, and sighing the breath out through the open mouth. As you're doing that, feeling the body get a little bit heavier, you're sinking further into that chair. The feet are firmer on the ground as they're nice and heavy, and we just allow the body to completely relax. So just breathing normally through the nose and mouth, and just allowing the body to reap the benefits of the exercises that we just done. And just relax. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes, moving the wrists and ankles, gently moving the head from side to side, extending the hands out in front, interlacing the fingers and stretching